Welcome to episode 2 of Me Alliance tutorial. Today I will be showing you how to do colonies. So, colonies are a feature that the mod Me Alliance has. There's both enemy colonies and friendly colonies. I will start by showing you an enemy colony in creative mode. This is what an alliance colony looks like. All of the colonies are just completely randomly made because the way they are created is the Me's, they will place down colony cores like this one, and then it starts building a random building around it. They will also go out and start bridging and making tunnels. The way colonies work is over time they would generate resources. Resources are used to build structures. Every structure or an upgrade costs a certain amount of resources. In colonies, certain buildings allow them to do certain things. For example, if they want to produce wizards in their colony, they're going to need a specific building for wizards. At level 1, this is what a level 1 building looks like. It doesn't do anything special. Only the level 2 section of the building is what actually matters, this top part. In colonies, Me's will periodically spawn in. They will spawn on top of these structure cores, so as long as there's one structure core left, they will keep spawning. Then once they spawn in, they will be completely unarmed with nothing. Kind of like this guy here. He has nothing. Oh, he has a bow. Well, they will have nothing. And then they will equip items. Like this one, he has a pickaxe and a torch. This guy, he has a bow. That guy has a spear and a shield. And the items they can equip is based off of the level 2 buildings. Certain level 2 buildings also lets them spawn in certain units. There is a building that lets them spawn commandos. There is a building that lets them spawn goobs. The next thing that they can spawn is turrets. Either they will spawn on these pillars. Turrets on these pillars will not respawn. They are only placed down once. But if the turret is part of a level 2 building, like this one, killing the turret will have it respawn later. So you want to target these buildings with the pillar in them if you want to stop the turrets from spawning. Versus something like this one, that turret will not respawn because it was just on a normal pillar. It is not part of a building. Colonies will also spawn in other structures, such as these little empty storage rooms, or they can spawn in full storage rooms, which will contain gold, iron, meestrum, and metallium ore. Okay, the next part I will be showing you is how to create your own colony. So, to create your own colony, you will need a letter of settling, which you need a diplomatic paper, metopium gems, a memory, and me seedlings. I'll go over getting memories and diplomatic paper in future videos, probably the honor video, because they're both related to honor. Metopium gems can be crafted, and me seedlings drop from me's you kill. To start your own colony, you craft a letter of settling, then you choose a location that is not too close to any existing colony. This should be far away enough. All you have to do is shift right click. Here we go. When you start a colony, it will spawn in a bunch of friendly Me's. These Me's will fight for you. They are tamed to the player who built the colony, and they will protect that player from hostile mobs and other Me's. And then if you're playing on a server, you can place down a declaration block and a sign. And then if you write down a player's name like that, now all of your Me's will target that player as long as this block is loaded. The Me's will mine resources, and that gives them resources. Like when they mine blocks, they gain certain numbers of resource points depending on what it is. Like chopping down trees will give them resource points, mining stone will give them resource points, and mining ores will give them resource points. And they use those resource points to build stuff, such as more buildings or bridges. When you create a friendly colony, you might have noticed I got this item, the Memory of Civilization. And you might have also noticed they have a single building. They are not making more buildings. To create more buildings, you have to tell your Me's where to build them. You have to break a block, place a familiar core, and you have to shift right click with the Memory of Civilization. Okay, you can see I am starting multiple buildings at once. you can just have them queued. There's no limit to how many you can have marked to be built. And you can place these wherever you want as long as they're nearby the colony, and then shift right click with the memory of civilization. You might have noticed my Mies are building very slowly. If you want to artificially give your Mies resources, you can grab this item called a Forgotten Shard, and then you right click on a structure core, and then it adds resources to your Mii colony. Colonies are not the only ways to get Miis. If you take a Mii seedling, you plant it on the ground, you either wait for it to grow, or you can bone meal it like this. And then you bone meal it, and either you wait for a little bit or you break it when it's mature. That way you can get a friendly Mii. This guy is tamed to me. And then if I have the memory of civilization, I can right click him and he will join the nearest colony. The other way besides colonies to get a Mii is if you make an officer. Normal wild Miis will spawn with these. Hunting parties, scouts, builders. Player Miis have officers. If you find a Mii, any Mii works, and you right click him with a recruit officer, he will become an officer. He will gain more health, and he will have the ability to lead his own squadron of Miis. If you give him a bunch of seeds and a bunch of bone meal, he will start spawning in his own Mii. These Miis are still my troops, but they will be ordered by the officer who is ordered by me.